going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Here at Heritage Automotive, experience the difference with our great sales department, service department, and parts department. Now offering up to $10,000 off on all Chevy and GMC Model 1500s.
And we have over 30 lenders with some of the best rates in the market.
Hi, it's Tag with Heritage Automotive. We want you to know when it comes to your vehicle, you deserve help, not hassle. With our 30-plus years of experience of being your local dealership, we're here to serve you. So whether it's routine maintenance, mechanical repairs, collision repairs, we're here to help. So give us a call today to schedule your service.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling can help you with all your home remodeling and construction needs. They specialize in custom walk-in showers and floors, and no job is too big for their expert team. Licensed and insured, call Juarez Tile Pros and Remodeling today, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Hey, I'm Peyton Bowie, the children's pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and it's crazy to think that summer is just around the corner. If you're like me and you're already planning what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be going for the summer, go ahead and put Vacation Bible School at Mars Hill down on your calendar. June the 9th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for any kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. This year, our theme is True North, where we're going to be looking at all that God has created to help us really understand and discover who God is and how amazing He is and what it means to have a relationship with Jesus. So come join us June 9th through the 12th at Mars Hill Baptist Church from 9 a.m. to noon, kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. We can't wait to see you there.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network. Taylor Platt here alongside Kevin Wright. Actually got a ball game in this evening. Rain has passed through. We're going to be good to go for the rest of the night with this district matchup between your Lady Cats and the Tullahoma Wildcats. As we look at the starting lineups here for Tullahoma, it's going to start off with Kylie Holt, who's catching. Addie Norman is batting second, who's going to be in center field. Batting third, Maddie Goad at short. Batting fourth, Caitlin Gaddis. She's a designated player. Batting fifth, Avonlea Metcalf, who's at first base. Batting sixth, Ailey Raby, who's going to be at left field. Batting seventh, Kylie Campbell, who's going to be at third. Batting eighth, Ellie Simpson at second base. And batting ninth, playing right field, is A.C. Holloway. In the pitch circle for your Lady Cats this evening will be Elizabeth Hagan. Behind the plate will be Giselle Maldonado. Around the horn from third to first, you're going to have Maddie Dollar, Lady Kate King, Bella Grace Walker, and Reagan Frakes. And in the outfield from left to right, you're going to have Callie Brown, Lily Lloyd, and Libby Burks. Great to have you in this evening for this matchup. Playoff time here in the state of Tennessee. Looks like 2 pitches are remaining for Elizabeth Hagan. As she warms up. And everybody's getting ready here in the infield as Kylie Holt steps to the plate.
Leading off for Tullahoma in the top half of the first inning, number 9, Kylie Holt. Norman on deck, no outs.
Third baseman Maddie Dollar is playing slightly in, prepared for a bunt if there is one. First pitch of the ball game, up almost. Hit Kylie Holt in the head. Hagan ready, and the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. Going to count even to 1 apiece. Pitch is slapped down the third base line, but that's going to be foul. The count is 1-2. Sun is a bit of a problem out there in right field. Right fielder Libby Burks holding her glove up, trying to see the best way that she can. 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled back, and we'll do it over again. One-two pitch to Kylie Holt. Misses away. Bring the count even to 2-2. Hagan winds and delivers a 2-2. That's going to be dribbled out to the shortstop, Laney Kate King. Throw to first is in time for the first out of the ball game.
Now batting for Tullahoma.
I'll bring up the center fielder, Addie Norman.
1 out.
So 1 out in the inning. Norman at the plate. First pitcher is going to be outside for a ball. On deck is the shortstop, Maddie Goad. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Swung on. Chopper over to Maddie Dollar at third base. Throw to the first in time. And it's quickly 2 outs to start the ball game.
Now batting, number 11, Maddie Go. Caitlin Gaddis on deck, 2 outs.
So 5-3 on the put out for the second out of the inning. And I'll bring up Maddie Goad. First pitch to her. That's going to be inside, almost got a piece of her. Pitch is in the dirt from Hagan, and it's quickly 2-0. If Goad reaches, it will be Caitlin Gaddis who is on deck. That's going to be a generous call over there. Caught the outside corner. I'll bring it to 2-1. Two-one pitch. That bounces on the plate, and it's now 3-1.
Let's go.
Hagan ready, winds, and the 3-1 pitch. It's be swung on, line drive caught over there by Bella Grace Walker, and that is the third out of the inning. So no hits, no runs. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Due up will be Maddie Dollar, Laney Kate King, and then Giselle Maldonado have the rest of the lineup coming up next on the Exports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. a premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort, a one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability, finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. In the bottom of the first here, due up. Start things off for the Lawrence County Lady Cats will be Maddie Dollar. On deck is Laney Kate King, and batting third will be Giselle Maldonado. I'll have the rest of the lineup here after the first pitch to Maddie Dollar. It's be swung on, chopped her over to third baseman Kaylee Campbell, throws over to first, and is in time. So one pitch, one out to start things off here in the bottom of the first. After Maldonado, batting fourth is Elizabeth Hagan. Batting fifth, Reagan Frakes. Batting sixth, Callie Brown. Batting seventh, Lily Lloyd. Batting eighth, Ashlyn Sublett. And batting ninth is Libby Burks. So Laney Kate King stepping in to the left-hander batter's box with one out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to her. This will be upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Now 1-0 misses as well, and it brings the count to 2-0. The sun problems over there in right field still look like they're in play. That pitch misses upstairs, 3-0. So if Laney Kate or somebody is able to maybe drive one into right field, might be a tough play out there for the right fielder AC Holloway. 3-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike, 3-1. That pitch upstairs for a ball, ball four, and Laney Kate makes her way down to first base. Defensive alignment here for Tullahoma. Amaya Sharp is in the pitcher circle, I should say. Callie Holt behind the plate from third to first. Kaylee Campbell, Maddie Goad. And it's Ellie Simpson at second and Evelyn Metcalf over at first base. And left to right, Aaliyah Raby, Addie Norman, and AC Holloway. That first pitch to Maldonado missed for a ball, and it's 1-0. Bunt shown, taken back, throw down to second is not going to be in time. As Laney Kate steals second base. Looks like a strike was called on that, so it will be a 1-1 pitch upcoming to Maldonado. Pitch on the outside. Swung on a missed, and it's now 1-2. Maya looking at a wrist for the pitch selection. She's ready, and the 1-2. This could be up and away. Ball two. Two-two pitch just misses. And I'll bring the count full. After Maldonado in the on-deck circle will be the pitcher, Elizabeth Hagan. Sharp winds and delivers. Swung on a miss. Strike threes. So Maldonado goes down swinging. That's the first out of, or it's going to be second out of the inning. And now Elizabeth Hagan makes her way to the right-hander batter's box. Try to help herself out here with Laney Kate in scoring position. First pitch to Hagan. That's going to be down the dirt for a ball. Good stop by Kylie Holt behind the plate. One-0 misses upstairs. Now Hagan looking at a 2-0 pitch. Swung on, chopper over to the second baseman. Simpson, throw to first is in time, and Lenny Kate King stranded out there at second base. Still scoreless as we head to the top of the second inning. You're watching Lady Cat softball here on the X Sports Network.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Head to the top of the second here. Due up for Tullahoma will be the 4, 5, 6 spots in the lineup. Caitlin Gaddis to start things off here in the top of the second inning. Still no score. Pitch on the outside corner is called a strike to Gaddis. Pitch in the dirt. I'll bring the count even to 1-1. No more sun problems out there in right field. Everybody is well within the shadows as we get the mid-evening hours here on this fantastic Saturday. Pitch on the outside corner called a strike again, and that is now 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on, chopper in front of the plate. This could be a tough play. There's going to be no play whatsoever as Maddie Dollar picks it up. Infield single there for Caitlin Gaddis. That was hit in the perfect spot.
Metcalf, the batter. Aaliyah Raby on deck. No out.
So I'll bring up the first baseman, Avonlea Metcalf. First pitch to her is going to be upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Pitch, swung on. That's going to get through into right field. Throw in, no advance over there for Caitlin Gaddis. So now they got runners at first and second here with nobody out here in the top of the second.
Raby, the batter. Campbell on deck. No out.
I'll bring up the left fielder, Aaliyah Raby. So Tullahoma threatening here to score the first runs of the ball game here in the top of the second. Nobody out. And Elizabeth Hagan trying to get first out of the inning here. First pitch to Raby's going to miss upstairs for a ball. No advance by the runners. Matty Dollar playing in for that bunt potential, along with the first baseman Reagan Frakes. Short and second staying at their standard depth position. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Raby. Bunt shown, and it's bunted, actually hit Raby, but a foul is called, and that'll keep the count. Excuse me, that will move the count to 1-2. I'll give Raby another opportunity at the plate. Hagan ready, winds, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three, crucial out there. First out of the inning. Now I'll bring up third baseman Kaylee Campbell.
Campbell the batter. Simpson on deck. 1-0.
So after that crucial first out, Hagan looking for that second out here. First pitch. Looks like it misses downstairs for a ball. Swung on, that's going to get foul down the first base line. I'll bring the count to 1 apiece. Elizabeth Hagan set, winds, and the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a strike. And that is 1-2. Would be a huge strikeout here for the second out. That pitch misses outside. I'll bring the count to 2-2. Runner at second base is Caitlin Gaddis. Runner at first base is Avonlea Metcalf. Both got on via a single. Swung on, chopper over to Matty Dollar. Got a force play over at third. Steps on the bag for the second out, so they get the lead runner there for the second out of the inning.
Simpson the batter. Holloway on deck. 2 outs.
Now I'll bring up Ellie Simpson here with 2 outs. Still runners at second and first. Chopper foul back behind the plate. A 1 pitch. That misses down for a ball, 1-1. If Simpson reaches, AC Holloway is on deck. Here's a 1-1. Swung foul back towards the net. And now Hagan's 1 strike away from getting out of this second inning. Hagan ready, winds, and delivers. Swan foul down the third base line. Hits the netting by the dugout. And Ellie Simpson staying alive here with the 1-2 count upcoming again. Here's that 1-2. That's fouled again. Good at bat here by Simpson. Here's the 1-2 once again. Swung on a line drive that's off of the pitcher's glove, and there will be no play, but the good news is no run will score. That was hit pretty well right at Hagan, and it tipped her glove. Just kind of killed the ball right behind her, so no play there for anybody. So that will be another infield single. 2 of them so far this inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Holloway at the plate. First pitch to her. Misses for a ball, 1-0. That 1-0 misses upstairs, 2-0. Here's that 2-0 pitch. That's going to be down the dirt, 3-0. So Hagan needs to throw a strike here, or there will be the first run of the ball game over there at third base. What was one pitch away ended up being a little bit of a unfortunate happening there in the infield. 3-0 pitch. That's going to be in there on the outside corner for a strike, 3-1. That ball just barely grazed Hagan's glove and just kind of landed in no man's land and allowed Ellie Simpson to make her way to first base. Bases loaded here. 3-1 count upcoming. Here it is. Swung on, popped up over to left field. That's going to be playable for Callie Brown, and the Lady Cats do get out of it. Bases loaded. Nobody scored. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score in this ball game. Lady Cats coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Flora Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Flora Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Flora Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Platt here alongside Kevin Wright, heading to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Lady Cats, 5, 6, 7 spots in the lineup. Frakes, Brown, and Lloyd. Lady Cats fortunate to get out of that top of the second with no runs allowed. First pitch to Frakes is going to be on the outside corner. Maybe a little bit of a generous call out there, 0-1. Bases loaded in that top of the second inning, and Frakes able to get out of it with a line drive, or it's going to be pop out, I should say, to left field. That pitch is swung on. Grounder over the second baseman, throw to the first in time for the first out of the inning. So 4-3 on the put out. That'll bring up the left fielder, Callie Brown. She was the one that caught that third out there in the top of the second inning. Had 2 infield hits in that top of the second. Lady Cats still looking for their first hit. Let's see if Callie can deliver that. Here's the first pitch to her. Swung on, driven out towards right center field, but that's going to be caught out there by the center fielder, Addie Norman. That is the second out of the inning. And now the center fielder, Lily Lloyd, comes to the plate here with 2 outs. First pitch to Lily, bunt shown, taken back, and that pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Here's that 2-0 pitch. Bunted, that's going to be foul. Bring the count to 2-1. Pitch swung on. That's going to get through for the first hit of the ball game for the Lady Cats. Lily Lloyd delivers a single up the middle. That will bring up Ashlyn Sublett here with 2 outs. If Sublett reaches, then Libby Burks waits on deck. Looks like we're going to get a new softball out there to the pitcher, Amaya Sharp. So Sublett steps in here with 2 outs. Lily Lloyd over there at first base. Sharp looking at the pitch selection. She's got it, and here's the first pitch. That's going to be upstairs for a ball, 1-0. That's going to be in there for a strike. Ashland wanted to swing at it, but checked her swing. I'll bring the count to 1 apiece. Pitch swung on, grounder over the second baseman Simpson. Throw the first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Cats do get a hit in that inning, but nothing to show for it. We head to the top of the 3rd. Still scoreless here. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to X Sports Network. Top of the 3rd here, due up for Tullahoma. Back to the top of the lineup. Got Kylie Holt, Addie Norman, and Maddie Goad to start things off here in the 3rd inning. Still scoreless. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Both teams have had chances to get runs across. Best chance has come from Tullahoma there in that top of the 2nd. Had the bases loaded and nothing to show for it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be inside, 1-1. Kylie is 0 for 1 with a ground out this evening. 1-1 pitch to her. That's going to be just outside on the outside corner. Just off the outside corner. I'll bring the count to 2-1. swung on foul over there towards the third base dugout. That'll bring the count to 2-2. Hagan winds, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up to left field. Underneath it is Callie Brown for the first out of the inning.
Norman, the batter, gold on deck, 1 out.
So F7 on the put out. That'll bring up the center fielder, Addie Norman, who's 0 for 1 with the ground out. Over to the third baseman, Maddie Dollar. First pitch to Norman. Swung on. That's going to just leak off to the right. Foul. Elizabeth winds and delivers. That's going to be pop foul, and it's quickly 0-2. No runs in the ball game so far. 3 hits for Tullahoma, 3 left. And for the Lady Cats, only 1 hit so far and 2 left on base. That pitch is inside, and I'll bring the count to 1-2. Swung on. That's going to get off of the glove of Laney Kate King and dribble out towards left field. Tough play over there by Laney Kate.
Go, the batter.
So that'll be the 4th hit of the ball game for Tullahoma. That'll bring up the shortstop, Maddie Goad, who's 0 for 1. She had a line drive out towards Bella Grace Walker there in the first inning. First pitch to Goad. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's not going to be in. Wow, it is in time. That's a great throw out there. I actually thought that was going to be a little late, but great tag. Great throw from Maldonado. Tagged by Laney Kate as a crucial second out. So 2 outs now with Goad at the plate. That pitch downstairs for a ball, and it's 2-0 for the count. And what a bang-bang play over there at second base for that crucial second out of the inning. Pitch swung on, chopper over to Laney Kate. Good play over there. Throw to first is in time as the third out of the top of the third inning. Heading to the bottom of the third inning, due up 9-1-2 spots in the lineup. Hopefully the Lady Cats can get on the board. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. Bottom of the third here, due up is Libby Burks, and just like that, slaps one into left field for a single. Great piece of hitting there by Libby Burks. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup with Maddie Dollar. Maddie's 0 for 1. She had a ground out to the third baseman, Kaylee Campbell, to start off the game. The first run of the ball game over there at first base. Let's see if the Lady Cats can get Libby around to score. First pitch to Maddie is going to be outside. Nope, actually called a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And that's going to be outside for a ball, 1-1. Let's see how aggressive head coach Charlie Lloyd wants to be with Libby over there at first base. Here's the 1-1. It's going to be bunted. That's going to go foul. I'll bring the count to 1-2. Sharp winds and delivers the 1-2. It's going to be just foul. Might have been a tough play over there for the third baseman, Kaylee Campbell, as by the time she got the ball, Maddie was already 3/4 of the way down the line. But we'll do it all over again. Here's that 1-2 pitch. Swung on, back to the pitcher, throw over to second. It's going to be off the base. Kind of had miscommunication over there between the shortstop, Maddie Goad, and the second baseman, Ellie Simpson. Ellie was the one that caught the ball, but she was behind the base. So nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Libby over there at second base. Maddie Dollar over at first. Lainey Kate King up to the plate. She walked her first time up. Bunt shown, bunted back to the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time. Good sacrifice bunt over there by Lainey Kate King. First out of the inning, but now runners at second and third. First pitch to Maldonado's pop foul. Hey, that hit something out there. Swung on, line drive, that's going to get into center field. Burke scores from third, around third goes Maddie Dollar. She's going to score, and just like that, it's 2-0. It's a great piece of hitting there by Maldonado. And it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner over there at first base. Maldonado with that 2 RBI single to get things started scoring-wise. That's going to be Sarah Morrison, who's going to be over there at first base. Courtesy running for Maldonado. Elizabeth Hagan now at the plate. Let's see if she can help herself out. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base, her first time up. So Lady Cats are the first ones to get across runs on the scoreboard. 2-0. And 1 out here. Lady Cats still looking to possibly get more runs on the board. First pitch to Hagan. Chopper foul down the third base line. Hagan steps back in. She's ready now. Here's the 0-1. That one's upstairs, 1-1. That one swung foul. Bring the count to 1-2. Morrison still over there at first base. No sign so far that they want her to take second. One-two pitch. Fouled. Morrison does go on that one. Swung on a line drive, grounder over to the second baseman, and double play like that. That was a great play over there by second baseman Ellie Simpson. And that is the third out of the inning, but productive inning for the Lady Cats. They get 2 on the board, head to the top of the 4th inning. Tullahoma's down by 2 now. Let's see what they can do offensively. You're watching Lady Cat softball here on the Exports Network.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Welcome back to the Exports Network. We're in the top of the 4th inning now, due up for Tullahoma. 4, 5, 6 spots in the lineup. Caitlin Gaddis, first one up the plate. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Metcalf will be next. She is on deck. Productive inning for the Lady Cats there in the bottom of the 3rd. Got 2 on the board. And it is a 2-0 lead as that pitch hits the dirt. And it's 2-0. Hagen ready, and the 2-0 pitch. Inside corner, called strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hefty cut there by Caitlin Gaddis. Hagen winds. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out of the inning. I'll bring up the first baseman, Avonlea Metcalf. She hit a single into right field for her first at bat, so she's 1 for 1. First pitch to her. It misses for a ball, 1-0. Swung on, popped up, in play, just barely out of the reach of the glove of Maddie Dollar. That was over there in left field foul territory. Good effort over there by Laney Kate and Maddie Dollar. That one swung foul off the netting, and it is 1-2. That's going to be way upstairs. 2-2. Hagen tried to float one in there and just kind of got too high. That 2-2 pitch misses outside. That'll bring the count full, 3-2. Hagen winds, and the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 outs. Now I'll bring up the left fielder, Leah Raby.
Raby, the batter. Campbell on deck, 2 outs.
So Raby stepping into the plate with 2 outs. She's over one with a strikeout. First pitch to her. Outside, ball 1. Swung back foul. Now I'll bring the count even to 1 apiece. If my tally's correct, 64 pitches so far for Hagen. Pitch upstairs, 2-1. Swung on, line drive. That's going to get over the head of Callie Brown over there in left field. Around first goes Raby. She's going to be in there standing up with a double. That was hit on a rope out there towards left field. Callie Brown had no play on that one. So 2 outs. I'll bring up the third baseman, Kaylee Campbell, who's 0 for 1. That first run of the ball game for Tullahoma is lurking now over there at second base. First pitch to Campbell, swung foul. Hagen winds, and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, that's going to be caught on the ground over there by the shortstop, Laney King. Bad throw over there to the first baseman, Reagan Frakes, and that allows the first run of the ball game to score for Tullahoma. That's a tough break there for the Lady Cats. Tough play out there by Laney Kate.
Holloway on deck, 2 outs.
Still 2 outs in the inning. Now it's a 2-1 ball game. First pitch to Simpson. That's going to be chopped over to the third baseman by Dollar. Throw to first is in time for the third out. So no more damage there in the top of the 4th inning. But Tullahoma gets one across. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Lady Cats are coming up next here on the Exports Network.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks, with roots stretching back to 1964 We've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Bottom of the 4th now, due up for the Lady Cats is Reagan Frakes. After her will be Callie Brown. 2-1 your ball game now after Tullahoma got one back. They're in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Frakes misses for a ball, 1-0. That pitch floats in there for a strike. And bring the count to 1-1. That's a good pitch by Maya Sharp. Reagan's 0 for 1 today, so she's looking for her first hit. A pitch popped behind the catcher. She couldn't find it. So no damage done. I'll bring the count to 1-2.
Make that hurt. Let's go.
Sharp gets the pitch she wants, and the 1-2. Floated, popped up underneath at first baseman Avonlea Metcalf, and she catches it for the first out of the inning. So one down, and I'll bring up the left fielder, Callie Brown. She is 0 for 1. She had a fly out towards right center field. Her first time up, so just like Reagan, she's looking for her first hit at the ball game. Sharp ready, and the first pitch to Callie. And it's going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. That pitch swung on, drilled out towards center field, but underneath it is a center fielder, Addie Norman, for the second out. That was hit very hard, but just right at the center fielder. And now Lily Lloyd makes her way to the plate. She's 1 for 1. She had the first hit of the ball game for the Lady Cats. Let's see if she can get on base and stay perfect on the night. Bunt shown, bunted, back foul. Lily steps back in, Sharp getting the pitch selection. She's ready, and here comes the 0-1. It's going to be outside, 1-1. Pop up. That's going to get foul out of play. So now Lily's looking at a 1-2 pitch here. If she gets on, Ashlyn Sublets in the on-deck circle. One, two. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a pitch outside. And that's ends the inning there for the Lady Cats. Heading to the top of the 5th. Lady Cats still holding on to that 1-run lead. 2-1 your score. You're watching Lady Cats softball here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. First pitch to AC Holloway is going to be in there for a strike as we start things off here in the top of the fifth. Due up for Tullahoma, 9-1-2 spots. Holloway, Holt, and Norman. 2-1 your score in favor of the Lady Cats. That pitch misses outside. I'll bring the count even to 1 apiece. Bunt shown, and that was taken back. That pitch is upstairs. 2-1 is your count now. Pitch on the outside corner, called strike. Now I'll bring the count to 2-2. AC Holloway is 0 for 1 with a fly out. Here's that 2-2 pitch. This will be on the inside corner, called strike 3, looking for the first out of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 9, Kylie Holt. Norman on deck. 1 out.
I believe that's 3 straight strikeouts. Pitch swung on a miss. Strike 1. I take that back. That was not 3 straight strikeouts. Hagan winds and delivers. That pitch outside for a ball. 1-1. Regardless of whether that was 3 straight strikeouts or not, Hagan is starting to kind of lock in there in the pitcher's circle. That pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Kylie's over 2 with a ground out and a fly out. So she's trying to prevent herself from going 0-3. Here's the pitch. And it is 0-3 as she strikes out swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts by Hagan.
Norman, the batter.
Now that'll bring up Addie Norman, who's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Due up for the Lady Cats in the bottom of the inning. We'll have the 8-9-1 spots. Pitch swung, chop foul. Over there towards the third base dugout as we get towards the latter part of this ball game, going into the bottom of the 5th and then eventually down to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's going to be kind of the good spot in the lineup for the Lady Cats. Get the bottom of the lineup to start the 5th. And then depending on how things go in the bottom of the 5th, you'll have potentially the heart of the lineup coming up for the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 pitch to Norman. This will be swung fouled and is 1-2. Hagan winds and delivers. Swung on, line drive, but right there in the glove of Lily Lloyd for the third out of the inning. Nothing to show. They're at the top of the inning for Tullahoma. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Lady Cats still holding that 2-1 lead. You're watching the Exports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove, or washer, or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Exports Network alongside Kevin Wright. I'm Taylor Plott. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth inning here. And it looks like the home plate umpire is telling some of the coaching staff of Tullahoma to get back into the dugout. And they are, and we're ready to start the bottom of the fifth. Ashlyn Sublett at the plate. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. After Ashlyn will be Libby Burks, and then back to the top of the lineup with Maddie Dollar. Ashlyn is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. That pitch swung on, driven deep into left center field. That's going to get down in between the left fielder and center fielder. That's going to be an easy stand-up double there by Ashlyn Subbett to get things started for the Lady Cats here in the bottom of the fifth. That pitch was hit on a rope out there towards left center field. Left fielder Aaliyah Raby tried to get a beat on it, but she couldn't get there in time. So now Libby Burks will be up to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a single, so RBI opportunity here for her. And we'll get a crease runner over there at second base.
Audrey Level.
And it's going to be Audrey Level, who's pinch running over there at second base. So Level in scoring position for the Lady Cats. Let's see if Libby can drive her in. Like I said, Libby's already 1 for 1 with a single. That single went underneath the shortstop glove of Maddie Goad into left field. First pitch to Libby is going to be fouled back towards the net. 0-1. And a very close scoring ball game here, 2-1 in favor of the Lady Cats right now. That third run over there at second base is going to be very crucial. Bunt shown, and it is bunted. First baseman gets it, throws over to the second baseman, covering first in time for the first out. There was a throw back over to third, but that's not in time for Audrey Level to get out over there at third base. So productive out. So 3-4 on the put out. Audrey moves over to third base, and now we're back to the top of the lineup with Maddie Dollar. First pitch to her, bunt shown, bunted in front of the plate. Pitcher gets it, throw back over to third is not in time. She tried to go over to third for the tag out of Level.
Up to bat, number 19, Lane Kate King.
So now 1 out, runners at first and third First pitch to Laney Kate King's going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. Maddie does make her way down to second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position here for the Lady Cats with 1 out. That pitch upstairs. 1-1 to Laney Kate. Infield playing in. Tullahoma cannot allow more runs to score for the Lady Cats as we get to the latter part of this ball game. Swung on line drive. That's going to get down in front of the left fielder. Actually past the left fielder. That's going to allow 2 runs to score. Around third goes Lady Kate King, and she is in there with a triple. What a piece of hitting by Laney Kate. 2 runs score, RBI triple for Laney Kate. I'll bring the score to 4-1 in favor of the Lady Cats, and they might not be done scoring here as Giselle Maldonado comes up to the plate. She had a 2 RBI single her second time up to the plate. She's 1 for 2. Infield still in with 1 out. First pitch to Maldonado's outside, 1-0. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. Pitch. Swung on, pop foul. That's going to bring the count to 2-1. Sharp winds, and the pitch bunted to the pitcher. Run scores through the first in time. Sacrifice bunt is successful for Maldonado. Now bring the score to 5-1. I'll bring up the pitcher, Elizabeth Hagan. She's over 2 with 2 ground outs, both to the second baseman, Ellie Simpson. Infield back to regular depth. Pitch hits Hagan, and she'll make her way over to first base.
Up to bat, number 4, Reagan Freight. Up to bat, number 4, Reagan.
So Hagan over there at first base. She will have a courtesy runner for her. Head coach Charlie Lloyd getting with the home plate umpire. Actually, I take that back. We will have a pinch hitter. That's what it is. And a okay, here it is. And a courtesy runner. So over at first base will be number 2, Aubrey Dollar. And now at the plate will be number 24, Hadley Patterson, who is batting in place of Reagan Frakes. 2 outs in the inning. Dollar over there at first base. First pitch to Patterson. That's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. Sharp ready and delivers the 0-1. Upstairs for a ball. Throw back over to first, not in time. That pitch swung on, driven down towards left field, and that's going to get foul down the left field line. So Haddon now looking at a 1-2 pitch upcoming. Sharp in the pitcher's circle for Tullahoma is hoping that this pitch will be the last one of this inning. Productive inning so far for the Lady Cats. 3 runs, now a 5-1 lead. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled. And Patterson will have another look at a 1-2 pitch. Sharp ready, 1-2. Swung, fouled again. Hadley's staying alive here with 2 strikes. Swung, fouled again. Hadley really battling here. This could be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Pitch number 7, here it is. This will be on the inside corner, called strike 3. That was a close call there. Unfortunately, that is the 3rd out of the inning, but like I said, productive inning for the Lady Cats. They get 3 on the board, make it a 5-1 lead. We're heading to the top of the 6th. Tullahoma has some work to do. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. First pitch to Matty Goad is in there for a strike as we start the top of the 6th. Due up for Tullahoma, 3, 4, 5 spots. Goad, Gaddis, and Metcalf. Tullahoma has some work to do. That pitch is fouled off of Matty Goad. And it's quickly 0-2. 3 runs for the Lady Cats there in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-1 your score. So Tullahoma is going to try to find their way back into this ball game as we get towards the latter half of this game. Hagan ready, 1-2. Swung on, popped. Out into center field, underneath it, Lily Lloyd, and she gets it for the first out.
Gaddis, the batter. Metcalf on deck. 1 out.
I'll bring up the designated player, Caitlin Gaddis. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That single was an infield single. First pitch to her. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That's going to be downstairs. I'll bring the count to 1-1. Starting to get a little chilly outside this evening. No wind, though. American flag out in center field is absolutely still. That pitch is fouled off. One-two pitch. That's going to be inside and hits Gaddis, so she'll make her way down to first base with a hit by pitch. I'll bring up the first baseman, Evanly Metcalf, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout.
Metcalf, the batter. Raby on deck, 1 out.
Looks like we'll have Tullahoma coach talking with the home plate umpire. Looks like we'll get a courtesy runner. Yeah, that's looks like it's number 22 potentially. I don't think there is a 22 though. We'll see who that is in a bit. As that pitch misses inside for a ball to Metcalf. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. I think it's number 23 over that first base. That's going to be Kylie Evans. That pitch swung fouled. I'll bring the count to 1-2. Pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. Swung on, popped up, out towards right center. Underneath it is Lily Lloyd for the second out of the inning. So FA on the putout. I'll bring up the left fielder, Leah Raby, who's 1 for 2 with a double. That pitch for a strike. Throw down to second is not in time. That's actually number 25. Finally got to look at the number. That's going to be Margaret Lynch, who is actually the courtesy runner, so she'll make her way down to second base. Outside, 1-1. Swung back foul. I'll bring the count to 1-2. So Hagen 1 strike away from sending us to the bottom half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's exactly what Hagen does, sending us to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1 left for Tullahoma there in the top of the 6th. Still 5-1 is your ball game. Due up 6, 7, 8 spots in the lineup. Callie Brown, Lily Lloyd, and Ashlyn Sublett. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back to the X Sports Network. First pitch to Callie Brown's going to miss for a ball, 1-0. As we are now in the bottom of the sixth inning, 5-1 is your score in favor of the good guys this evening. 6, 7, 8 spots due up in lineup for the Lady Cats. As that pitch misses, 2-0. That's inside, 3-0.
Hitter.
My Sharp still in the pitcher circle here for Tullahoma.
Hitter.
And here's the 3-0 pitch from her. That should be in there for a strike, 3-1. Sharp ready and 3-1. Swung on. That's going to get caught over there by left fielder Leah Raby. For a second, I thought that had a chance to get overhead once again, but good play out there in left field. That is the first out of the inning. And that will bring up the center fielder Lily Lloyd, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch to Lily is going to be in there for a strike on 1. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th inning for Tullahoma. They'll have the bottom of the lineup coming up, 7, 8, 9 spots. That pitch is bunted foul, and it's quickly 0-2. So if Tullahoma is going to have a chance to potentially make this a ball game, they have to start it with the bottom part of their lineups. That's a good thing to have for the Lady Cats going up into the top of the 7th inning. 0-2 pitch to Lily is upstairs for a ball, 1-2. Infield playing that bunt. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped right to the second baseman, Ellie Simpson, for the second out of the inning.
Up to bat, number 27, Ashlyn Sublett.
And I'll bring up Ashlyn Sublett, who's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a well-hit double. That scored some runs. She steps up to the plate here with 2 outs. First pitch to Ashlyn is in there for a strike, 0-1. Pitch just misses inside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. If Ashlyn reaches, Libby Burks is on deck. Sharp ready, winds, and delivers. Popped up over her head. Second baseman grabs it, throw to first is in time. As the third out of the inning. So 4-3 put out sends us to the top of the seventh, I should say. Due up for Tullahoma, like I mentioned, the bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, 9 spots. Campbell, Simpson, and Holloway. They need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Platt here alongside Kevin Wright. Heading to the top of the seventh inning. Last call here for Tullahoma. They need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. And Lady Cats and Elizabeth Hagan is going to try to prevent that the best they can. First pitch swung on. That's going to get through underneath the glove of Laney Kate King. A little bit of a tough play out there that was hit pretty well. So Tullahoma does have the leadoff hitter on base here.
Ellie Simpson, the batter. A.C. Holloway on deck. No outs.
I'll bring up the second baseman, Ellie Simpson, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Corners are playing in here for the Lady Cats. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. After Simpson will be A.C. Holloway, who's standing in the on-deck area. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to get through into left field in between the third baseman, Maddie Dollar, and Laney Kate King over there at shortstop. And just like that, there's 2 batters on here to start the top of the seventh inning. That will bring a visit from head coach Charlie Lloyd to the pitcher's circle. So after getting shut down in the last 2 innings, the 1 run for Tullahoma came in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Didn't have much in the way of any action, and just like that, Tullahoma is starting to threaten things here in the top of the 7th inning. Nobody out, and 2 already on after 2 singles. A.C. Holloway stepping in with runners at first and second. First pitch to her is in there for a strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch is in there, 0-2. Good pitch by Hagan. Oh, 2 pitch. Swung on, fouled. After Holloway, we'll be back to the top of the lineup for Tullahoma with Kylie Holt. Hagan delivers the 0-2. That's going to be just missed. Maybe a little high and inside. That'll bring the count to 1-2. One-two pitch. Up and away, 2-2. Just missed on the outside corner, and that will run the count full. Critical pitch here by Hagan. Don't want to load the bases here with nobody out. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And she is out because first base was already occupied. That was a drop third strike, but doesn't matter.
Addie Norman on deck, 1-0.
So a very big first out there. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Tullahoma with Kylie Holt, who's 0 for 3 with a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. First pitch to her is in there for a strike, 0-1. Hagan winds and delivers. In there, 0-2. Let's see if she can put away Kylie Holt with one more pitch. She's ready, winds and delivers. Swung on, pop. That's going to get down the third base line in the foul area. That's going to drop for a foul. So we'll do the 0-2 pitch all over again. Kaylee Campbell at second base. Ellie Simpson at first, and we'll get time called. And everybody's ready for play again. Holt steps back in. And here's the 0-2. Swung foul, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2 again. Swung on, grounded. That's going to get through Maddie Dollar down the third base line, but no further advance. We'll have the bases loaded for Tullahoma with one out. That was a well-hit single that was hit in the perfect spot that just got underneath the glove of Maddie Dollar over there at third base. And now we'll have head coach Charlie Lloyd making his way back to the circle. Looks like we will have a pitching change here. Maybe not. No pitching change at all. So here we go. One out, bases loaded. Addie Norman at the plate here for Tullahoma. She's 1 for 3. Critical spot here in the game as Tullahoma is getting close to the heart of their lineup. Addie Norman's the second hitter in the lineup. First pitch to her. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Addie at the plate represents the tying run. That pitch swung on, popped up out towards right field. Underneath it is Libby Burks. No tag. Throw in to Maldonado. That is a crucial second out. As that ball was not hit. Not hit deep enough to allow Kaylee Campbell over at third base to score. So now Maddie Goad will be walked intentionally. So that will allow the second run of the ball game
Deck cap on deck, 2 outs.
to cross the plate. And now the designated player, Caitlin Gaddis, steps to the plate, who is 1 for 2. So interesting decision there by head coach for the Lady Cats. Base is still loaded here, but 2 outs. First pitch to Gaddis. Outside for a ball, 1-0. With that walk, the tying run is over there at first base. One-0 pitch. Swung on, chopper over to Laney Kate King. Flip over to third is in time. And that ends the ball game here for the Lady Cats. Good play over there by Laney Kate King.
Tullahoma 2.
So that ends things here with the final score 5-2 in favor of the Lady Cats. I'll have some numbers here shortly. And there we go. Now I got some.
Lost County will be in action again Monday night. We'll play the winner of.
So it looks like we're getting the announcement that Lady Cats will be playing Monday night. And the game looks like it would be potentially at Giles County. So here's the pitching line for Elizabeth Hagan. She completed the game, gave up 2 runs. One of them was earned, 7 strikeouts. She allowed 9 hits and walked 1, and one of them was, or the only walk was intentional. For Tullahoma, Amaya Sharp had a complete game as well. Allowed 5 runs, 4 of them were earned, 3 strikeouts, 5 hits were allowed, and she walked 1 as well. Line score for Tullahoma, 2 runs off of 9 hits. They were allowed, or they had 1 error, and they left 8 on base. And for your Lawrence County Lady Cats, 5 runs off of 5 hits, 1 error, and 3 left. Again, final score 5-2 in favor of your Lady Cats. They'll be back in action on Monday night, potentially playing at Giles County. Until then, I hope everybody has a great rest of your Saturday evening. For Kevin Wright, I'm Taylor Plott. Thanks for watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network. Good night.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.